Hello, it's Crafty Carol from Crafty Carol's Cards here, and I just wanted to do a quick video to show you a couple of ways of dealing with watercolour pencils, the beautiful Stampin' Up watercolour pencils that we have, because there's two ways of really bringing them to life on cards. So I've used the beautiful In the Moment stamp set and these gorgeous images and sentiments to make a little note card set. This is one of the pictures that we've got, and I just wanted to show you briefly and quickly how to colour it in. So I've got Calypso Coral here, which I'm going to use for the skin. So I'm just very, very lightly, because I don't want much colour on the skin here. Just going to colour that in a little bit there, a little bit of skin there. I've got Barley Blue that I'm going to use for the trousers. And you can see I'm just sort of scribbling. I'm not bothering too much about getting too close to lines or anything like that. I'm going to put a little bit more colour down where I want a little bit more colour. But that's all. I'm not taking much care over it, okay? And there's a reason for that, because I don't need to. I'm going to have the shirt purple. So I'm going to scribble all over that. Get it nice and purple. And the arms. And you see, if you just colour it in, you can leave it just coloured, but you've got to be so much more careful about it all if you do that. I think we'll have a brown coffee mug. There we are. And what should we have? Green cushions, I think. This sort of... Ooh, what colour is this one? Coastal Cabana. Coastal Cabana cushions. So just get some colour down on those. And crushed curry hair. So you can see how quickly I've just scribbled those things down, and obviously I want that to look a bit better. That just looks scribbled and horrible. And there are two options for moving the watercolour things around, because you've got to be very careful. You don't want them too wet, because obviously the card can buckle a little bit, and we don't want that, especially on the smaller note cards. So aqua painters are one of the ways you can do it, which is just a little brush with water, and you can move the colour around and bring it out just using the water. So I'll show you on, what shall I show you? On the cushions, just to show. So I can move that colour around and spread it out. And this is where I can bring it down into the edges and just move it round and share it out a little bit. And you can see how that smooths out my scribble lines and fills in the cushion quite nicely. But if I was to do the water over the whole image, I've got a slight problem, because we're just going to always sort of squeeze that out onto another piece of paper so it's clean again, the brush. Might use it here for the arms, so we'll just very, very gently move that colour around for the arms there. And of course I've got wet against wet, so it could leak. I've got to be so careful. Plus, I worry about it coming through. And you can't get rid of all the scribble marks, I don't find, with the aqua painter, because you need too much water to do it. So I prefer to use, for a lot of these cases, this blender pen, the lovely blender pen from Stampin' Up. So don't worry about the colour on the end. We wash it each time, rub it out each time on a piece of paper. I'll show you. So I'll just show you the difference that makes if we use the blender pen. So this, again, you can just ease the colour around, get rid of all those scribble marks, bring it into where you want it. See how it smooths it out nicely, but it's much, much drier than the aqua painter, which is why I tend to prefer to use it. And we can use it on bits next to each other. So that's my trousers done. I'm going to use it on here now. So I've just rubbed that on a bit of paper and scribbled the blender pen across a bit of paper. I'll show you properly in a minute when I finish this one, before I do the hair, because we don't want purple hair. But can you see how, to my mind, I think that eases out the watercolour marks, the scribbling marks, much nicer than the... Let me show you how I just clean it. Just got a scrap of paper, and I just rub the pen till I've got it clear. Then I know I can go into the next colour and move that around. So let's just do the hair. But it's not wet. The beauty is it's not wet. Obviously, if you go on forever, it'll get damp, the paper will move, but how quick is that? That is the blender pen used with the beautiful watercolour pencils to colour in your image. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want any of these things, do let me know, and have a look at my website, where there's all sorts of other projects with the In the Moment stamp set. Beautiful stamp sets in our current catalogue, current mini January to July catalogue. Let me know if you want any supplies or anything that you'd like me to order for you, and do ask if you've got any questions. Bye for now.